What they allow me to do is express myself the way that I want to be expressive. They allow me to be creative as a tool that enables me. I feel so strongly that I don't want to be shooting video without them. Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about the wonderful Aputure Amaran H672S, the daylight balanced 5500 Kelvin spot that Aputure makes kind of between the 528 and the Tri-8C line. I have loved using my 672S's. I got a couple in the three-point lighting kit. It had 2 spots and a flood. Love these guys. The spots are a little bit special though, because they're incredible. They're incredible for a couple of reasons. First off, they're incredibly color accurate with a CRI rating of 95+. I can set the color balance in the color temperature rather in the camera to match the lights, or for my case, I prefer a little bit shy of 5,000. These are balanced to 5,500. That means I can push a little bit more saturation back into my face and I don't become too orange. Just kind of the way that the color works. And so I know that I can consistently have that control in that output because of the high CRI rating. Without that, wouldn't be going anywhere. The power of these things is incredible. At 1.6 feet, you're going to get 18,000 lux. That's a huge amount of light. So right now I have one at about just under a meter away and another probably about equidistant. So at that range, I'm getting a little bit less than 9,000 if I crank them up. Just for the record, it's on 25% right now. This is my fill, and I'm going to crank it all the way to 100%. And that's at 100% at a little bit less than a meter, a little bit less than a yard. Hey, really quick, don't forget to like and subscribe if, you know, this has been an adequately useful video for you. Really appreciate it. Thank you. The power output on these is crazy, but you can also bring it down really nicely. So now it's back at 25. I'm going to bring it down to 10%. And so if we just go ahead and kill some of these other lights, you can see that that's kind of a negligible off, on, and then all the way up. It's really bright. It's hurting my eyes. And then all the way back down. And let's bring in some of the rest of these. It's an incredibly powerful light. It's an incredibly flexible light. Part of that is not just wrapped up in the lux output, the lumens output. It's also in the beam angle. So because it's got a beam angle of 25 degrees, it's a spot. So there's spots and floods and there are ones in between. A spot is going to be probably 25 degrees or narrower. A flood tends to be, let's call it 75 or wider, but this Tri-8C kind of has a middle ground there. What that means is that a lesser number in terms of degrees keeps the focus of the light a little bit tighter. So then you're going to need diffusion to be able to spread that light back out, or you can keep it really hyper concentrated. I'm using these spots to layer in light onto my face, and then what's ending up happening is these regions over here, and sometimes, well, if without that light, it would be the case as well, turn into pretty deep shadow. So then I'm able to stand out from my background a little bit more. Also, this is a really key point. Because it's a spot, you can get a little bit more light over greater distance because it's more focused. And so if you are a little bit constrained with, you know, your space, how close you can bring a light, whatever, with a light like the 672S, you can push that a little bit further away to be able to bring the light to you because it's powerful enough to push that light that far. So in the bag, you're going to get what they call a diffusion filter. It's not really that much. For the record, this whole video has had it on. Now let me turn off my key and my other fill. I will take it out. for comparison, so this is the diffusion filter. Not much to it. This is with it without the diffusion filter. And then this is with the diffusion filter. And now if you'll let me put my other lights back on, that should probably look a little bit better. It also comes with a CTO filter, color temperature orange. So if you want it to be a little bit more of a tungsten look, you can drop that in as well. I prefer recording with a color balance closer to daylight. I feel like it gives me a little bit more latitude. You know, whatever works for you is what matters. The thing that really stands out to me about the 672S as being particularly notable for my use cases at any rate, what they allow me to do is express myself the way that I want to be expressive. They allow me to be creative as a tool that enables me. I feel so strongly that I don't want to be shooting video without them. That being said, I do want a 120D because those are dope, and I'll absolutely take one of those. Since I moved, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge making sure that B&H and Amazon all know where to send it. But these are so good that you can tone the light to model really effectively across different parts of a subject's face. You can be really specific and tight and controlled, and it makes me feel like the artist and the creative that I want to be, and less like the mechanic that I feel like I sometimes am in this space. And that's special, and that's important to me. Thank you very much for your time and for your attention in this video. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. Motor drive all over that like button. Think about subscribing. Check out the affiliate links in the description to buy one if you're interested, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.